Hey everybody, welcome to my weekly scope on Seize Your Passion with Seopa at seopa.com. My name is Bobby Umar, and we have a great topic today. It's going to be all about how to look at your unique abilities and your interests. So let's get right to it, guys. Hello and welcome. Happy to see you guys. My name is Bobby Umar. I'm a four-time TEDx speaker. I'm Inc. Magazine's top 100 leadership speakers, and I do a weekly chat on Periscope regarding seizing your passion. And thanks for the hearts are coming in right away. I like that. It's great. So let's start off by talking about where you all are from. I'm from Toronto, Canada. Where are you guys calling in from? By all means, please let me know. We got some good interaction here, which I love, which is great. Today's topic is all about how to know the difference between your unique abilities or your skills and your interests. And I think one of the reasons why we have to go hammer, I like that one. The reason why we do this, Seattle, welcome Seattle on the West Coast, go West Coast. The reason why we talk about skills versus interests is because, even for myself, when I go through a personal branding process, when I take people through that process to understand what their passions are and how to align their true path, what we really want to understand is what we're highly skilled at and what we're actually interested in, and then which ones are actually similar. Is there any gaps? And that's an important piece. So let's start with the first thing, which is, what is interest? So interests essentially are things that you either do or you yearn to do. So for example, I currently play board games with my kids. Why? Because I'm interested in board games. I currently follow politics because I'm interested in politics. Things I yearn to do. I yearn to be a photographer. I like taking pictures, but, have I pursued that? No, but it's something that I yearn to do. I tried rock climbing, thought that was really fun. I yearn to do that. That's an interest of mine. And so interest is certainly the first step before to creating a passion for something. So, you can be interested in something, but passion requires a little bit more commitment, requires more dedication, requires a bit more heart and soul and mindset in terms of time and energy and frequency and all this type of stuff. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So I'm gonna adjust here for you guys. Okay, great. So that's one thing. So that's really that's an interest. Now, what's your definition of an interest? Can anyone share below? Like, what do you think is an interest in your mind? Because we're interested. I mean, we're interested in hundreds of things. We're passionate about dozens of things, and then typically finding something that we can really seize our purpose or align with. It's probably two or three or four things. So for me personally, what is my passion purpose? Well, one would be parenting, because I'm a dad of young kids. That's absolutely. My business in terms of helping lost leaders, that's another one, absolutely. And then the third one really has to do with the most of my life, which is about connection, creating authentic and deep connection. That to me is a big purpose and passion of my life. So that's for me. Now, what about you guys? What do you think is an interest? Because I'd love to hear some of your own definitions of what you think an interest is. If not, that's fine. We'll move on to the next piece, which is your skills. So skills, aptitudes, what are actually these things? Skills are things that you've built up an aptitude for by your execution of these things. Now, some skills are learned skills, like I learned how to drive and I learned how to eat. These are instinctual skills, or tested skills. Then you have other skills like more difficult, more challenging, like high level thinking, and I have a skill of networking, and I have a skill of analytical skills. Those are. Then there's also very, very complicated skills, like I'm skilled in nanotechnology development, or I'm skilled in mastercraft shipbuilding. Those are very, or shoemaking. These are all very, very crafty and very unique type of skills. So the question is, creative skills. I mean, drawing and artistry and sculpting. Those are all very creative skills. There's lots of skills. I mean, there's creative skills, there's technical skills, there's soft skills, there's practical skills, there's methodology skills. There's tons of skills. If you're liking what you're hearing, again, please share on Facebook, share on Twitter, share on Periscope. Let's get more people into the conversation. Okay, so we really appreciate that. So that's one thing. So the thing with skills is, they grow. I mean, there's also what we call general skills. So general skill will be, again, like, reading and project management, people skills. Those are good skills, absolutely. Then there's like highly specialized skills, So let me give you an analogy. One skill would be that I've learned instinctually is to eat. Yum, 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 yum. Then another type of skill would be, when a more specialized skills, when I go to a buffet restaurant, how do I pile food on my plate and eat it in a very, very strategic way? That's even more skill. And then how do I manage the food in a very, very sophisticated way or balanced way? That's another extra skill. So these are all different examples of skills. Now, skills are important because these are what you're good at. These are the things that you know what to do, and you're either beginner, intermediate, or advanced level of skill set, or what I would call mastery of skills. Now, we also have quite a few skills that we're pretty good at, and usually a few that we've mastered. But in terms of high-end or specialized skills, those are usually very few. Like, I'm a type of person who's always been jack of all trades, master of none. I was good at a lot of things, but never mastered, one or two. And in the last 4 or 5 years, I've tried to really figure out what are the things that I'm really, really good at. So, like, I know I'm really, really good at connecting with people. I'm really, really good at unlocking people's souls and creating trust. I'm really good at being creative and adaptable and improvising things. Yeah, being a hairdresser, that definitely creates skills for you. Social work and working with people, I think certainly helps you in terms of that. So the skills certainly can be extracted from everything. Like, what is your unique ability? Share below. I'd love to hear what those are, because we all have unique abilities. And these strengths and these unique abilities come from everything, from our experience, from our knowledge, from our intuition. Yeah, I know. I hear the jack of all trades thing. It's something we all. It's part of the reason why I was a lost leader, because I had that issue of doing lots of things and loving lots of things. I had my analytical side, which is engineering, then I had my people side, and I had my creative side, which is performance, and they all kind of didn't mesh together. So learning that is actually really, really important. The blessing occurs, exactly, right? Understanding without experiencing is my skill. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So how do these two work together? Well, typically what happens is we're really, really good at lots of things, and we're interested in lots of things. But just because you're good at something doesn't mean you love it or are interested in it. And just because you're interested in something doesn't mean you're good at it. And so what you want to do is you want to align those two things very, very well in order to create something that will be part of your passion and purpose. And the best place to start is what you're interested in. Because, I'll give you an example. I'm very skilled at chess, but I don't want to pursue a career in it. I'm very good at analytical skills from my engineering days. But honestly, going through Excel sheets and mining through data does not appeal to me at all. I thought it would appeal to me because I was good at it, but after a while, I was like, you know what? I do enjoy it for like 10 minutes, but for an entire day when I was working as an engineer for 8 hours a day, absolutely hated it. So, what is it you love to do day in, day out, all the time? So those are things you have to think about. So always start with the interests first, and then then what you want to do is think about what those skills are. Well, you're right. You can figure out how to implement your skills into what you love. It goes both ways, right? It's really about trying to figure out how to mesh those two together. So you do analysis of, here's all the skills that I'm amazing at. Here's all the things that I'm interested at. Now, what are some of the commonalities? You're an ex-engineer too. Yeah, okay. So I was an engineer for 4 years. That was like ages ago, like almost 20 years ago now. 15 years ago. But yeah, and again, loving the hearts is great. But what you want to be able to do is you want to find a way to merge the two. Now, usually it's better to start with your interests, because if you really, really love it, then you can get good at it. Because Malcolm Gladwell says 10,000 hours, you can become an expert in anything. That's 3 to 5 years. So find out what you really, really love, that aligns with your values, that's really a passion of yours, and then get good at it. Now, hopefully you already are good at it, which is great. Now, if you have skills that you are already good at, then from those, think about what are the ones you really, really love and you really, really care. So to me, that's another big thing for you to really figure out. So, when it comes to skills versus interests, ideally, when you're going to seize your passion or find your purpose, you want to find something that meshes the two things together. Okay, so you're a lawyer by trade and you use those skills every day? Absolutely. I still use engineering skills. I still use analytical skills. I still use problem-solving skills when I'm working with people. Absolutely. But it's a question of trying to do it in the right way possible. So what I would say is, again, you want to merge the two, skills and interests, together. And again, loving the hearts, thanks so much. But you also want to, I would say start with interests. But also you don't ignore the skills, and then try to find a way to really merge and hone them in. Now, if you want more direction on that, you can always talk to me or call me or give me a tweet and give you more information. Or if you have more questions, or if you want to share your own thoughts on this stuff, by all means, please submit your stuff to seopa.com/streams, seopa.com/videos. We'd love to hear your stuff, your information. we'd love to hear more about what you want to hear from us in terms of, thoughts and ideas and topics. I'll be here every week at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to share my weekly scope, share my ideas to help you seize your passion, help you figure things out. And again, we love questions, we love comments, we love videos. So please share those in, and we'll hear from you every week. So hope you guys have a fantastic week. Always happy to share my time with you guys. Really, it's great. I got a lot of stuff going on this week. I got 3 speeches in 4 days, so I got to get back to work. But I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you out there on Facebook, Twitter, and the world. All right? Talk soon. Bye-bye.